Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing today? And so I am excited to have this person come on today because you have been asking me for months and months and months. Tina, what type of tools and what kind of social media marketing do you use for Heal the Honey Pot? And I told you then that I was going to share with you the two innovative tools that I have been using in order to maximize my exposure, in order to expose my business to more people without me even having to leave my home to do it. So, on this episode, you're going to really enjoy this amazing person that I have coming on, and you just stay tuned. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Heal the Honeypot TV. My name is Tina, and I am the founder and CEO of HealTheHoneyPot.com. That's HEAL, thehoneypot.com. I am so excited to have this amazing guest on. And guess what, ladies? You're going to be shocked. Yes, it's not a girl. It's not a woman. It is a strong man. Did I really bring a man on a female platform? Yes, I did. So if I'm bringing him on, he has something to say that I feel that's going to help you maximize your business and just empower you to greatness. So with all that being said, I am getting ready to bring him on today. And who is this?
Hi, Tina. This is Steve.
Hi, this is the amazing Steve Poznanski. Well, I don't think I said his name right. Excuse me. Southern twang, y'all gonna just have to forgive me. That's why I just call him Steve. But here's our special guest. He is the Chief Executive Officer of IntelliCard USA. Now, you guys have been asking me, and I just said, well, you know what? Instead of me talking about it, which I am going to talk about it today, I'm going to bring on the man who has this innovative tool, and we're going to just share all this information with you on today. We actually have a comment coming in right now, so let's see who that is. Hello, Gladys. She said, hello, I'm Hollywood Fabulous. She said she's sharing the video. Thank you for sharing, Gladys. All right. Steve, thank you so much for coming on today. And remember, you guys, to like, share, and comment on this video so individuals will know what is going on, because this is going to change your life on today. So, Steve, we're going to talk about this digital business card because it's functional, it has features, and it has many benefits in order to help expose your business to potential more people. So let's just talk a little bit about how your business card has information in one place and it's easily shareable. What does that mean?
Well, first, Tina, I want to say thank you for having me on this show. I've watched you now for about 6 weeks, and it's quite impressive. It's even more humbling to know that I didn't realize that this was an all-female platform. So the fact that you have me on, it must be really, really special. So let me say hi to your viewers. And again, thank you so much for having me on today. I really, really do appreciate it. Now, you know, what we talk about when we say your information's in one place and easily shareable is that what we do is we give you the ability to share not just your contact information, but everything about you, whether it's your social media, maybe it's some buttons on a website, some tabs that you want people to look at, but everything's in one place. So, you know, you could share your card from your phone, and now somebody doesn't have to go look for your Facebook page or your Instagram or your website for that matter. They don't have to, you know, then go search for your phone number. Everything is in one place that they can just tap a button and go to it. So that's what we talk about when we say everything is in one place.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing. We actually have another comment coming in. So let's see what our viewers has to say.
Well, I knew Gladys wasn't talking to me. She was talking to you there, Tina.
She said you look cute, Queen. Love the leopard print. Thank you. Thank you, Gladys, for that comment. So what we're gonna actually do, I'm gonna break down this amazingness because you know my motto. I don't ask you to do or tell you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. So anything that I am endorsing, anything that I am putting my stamp of approval on, it's because not only have I used it, I have saw results from it. Because you can use anything, but that don't mean you're gonna see results. And in a relatively short period of time, this business card has changed the way that I operate my small business. And it has really been a game changer for me. That's why I want to bring him on, because who's better to explain it than the creator? However, let me just talk about something. See, we're going to talk a little bit about why this card is so much needed in today's time that we're living in. Um, let's just talk about that. I know with me, I am very, very cautious about germs. I'm very cautious about my surroundings because I'm like, ooh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I have my immunity up. So why do you think this digital business card is such a great tool for us to use in the time that we're living in right now?
Well, if you think about it now, Tina, that's a great question. But if you think about it, right now we're not able to do the things we used to do. Whether it's the go out, network, shake hands, meet people, hug people, share information, and with our card, it actually helps you do that from your comfort of your own living room or wherever you are. As long as you have a telephone, you could share it. And I think now, that was really our tagline was easier, faster, better, right? And unfortunately, when the COVID hit us, now it's safer because if you think about it, who wants to touch another paper business card? I don't know where it's been. It's sitting in someone's pocket. It's on someone's desk. And now I think we've all woken up to understand how easily transferable germs are. So this is basically another way, a great way for a contactless solution, a contactless marketing solution for you and your company.
Yes, and as you was talking, I was actually showing your tagline about how it connects us with the world, and also I want to show them the stretch, I should say, that this card has, because you mention it, but I also want to give them a visual so they can be able to see. So this card has the ability to connect all of your social media platform in one spot. Like with my website, everything, they can go from my website, they can shop with me, they can get in contact with me, they can call me, all from the card. This is not like anything that you have ever used, because a paper business card is not going to do all of this. And it just makes it easy for you to do business. It makes it easy for your people to stay connected with you. And it just makes it simpler for us as a small business owner to be able to keep everything in one spot. But right now, we're going to go on down to this. Everybody in this new in our new normal, we want to be able to brand ourselves, and we need to be able to network in a different time that we're living in. So how is this business card actually helping us do that?
Excuse me. Yeah. Well, if you think about it from a branding perspective, let's say you hand out your paper card, it's a one-way street, it's really going nowhere. Imagine being able to have something of you that's there when you're not there. So in other words, when you transfer, you share your card with, let's say, Gladys, for example. Gladys might go out tomorrow night, and the fact that your card is on her phone and she has it and she knows you, Gladys might bump into someone and say, hey, let me transfer you this card because Tina Ramsay is doing some great stuff. She's doing great stuff with CASA. She has all these great things going on. See, Tina, you aren't even there, but your brand is there. It speaks for you when you're not there. You're actually networking when you're not there. And I think that, you and I, we've had these conversations before where I've brought up how certain things have happened in my life, not just because of anything that I've done, but because of the card, that I haven't been there. I mean, I told you the conversation with the gentleman from NBC. He was on vacation in Mexico. He met a guy from Washington in Mexico. They didn't know each other before then. They exchange information. And next thing you know, the guy from Chicago is calling me up saying, I saw your card. And I think that you've had similar experiences in the last 5 or 6 weeks with your card where you said, I didn't know where this person came from, but they must have seen the card online and they placed an order.
Exactly, Steve. And thank you for bringing that up because that is exactly what happened to me. So I purchased my digital business card. I placed it in different groups and on my social media platforms and just shared it with my contacts as well. However, I start noticing that I start seeing customers that, number one, I never talked to. Number two, that purchased product and I didn't know where they came from. So the only thing that I could think of that I was doing differently was I was using my business card. I was sharing my business card in on Facebook groups, Instagram, different places. Instead of giving people my website, I was giving them my business card that has a link to take them to my website. And so it enabled them to be able to share. And I even was able to get a business partner through the use of the card. And I know that's the only place that I put business opportunities is on my business card. So I knew that was the only place that person had to come from. So it has really, really helped me. But I am excited about this point right here, connecting and increasing Google ranking. For those of you who are interested in ranking on Google, listen to what this business card can possibly do for you. So explain that, Steve.
Well, basically, if you think about it, I'm not looking away from you because I just want to type in this person's name, and then I just want to make sure before I say something. Okay, so basically, if you think about it, when you have people spend a lot of money on Google Ads, whether it's their pay-per-click ads or whatever it is, and it could become expensive. However, with the card, if you think about it, since it's a web-based solution, we're not an app. It's web-based, so it's up in the cloud. So every time somebody opens up your card, that's like a hit to yourself, like to Tina Ramsay, excuse me, at Heal the Honeypot. Mm-hmm. Anytime somebody taps a button, that's another hit to your personal website, if you will, for lack of a better term. So, Tina has 7 or 8 buttons on her card. So every time they open up her card, they hit a button, that's like somebody actually going to that particular website of yours. So again, that's better than pay-per-click because obviously the more you use it, the more exposure you're going to get. And the reason why I looked over to my side is if you Google a gentleman, his name is Jeremy Lucas Credit Repair, the first thing that shows up is his digital business card. That's it. Before his Facebook, before his whatever else he's got up there, but that's the number one thing that shows up. But then again, his card has been viewed 10,046 times in a year and a half. So think about that for a second, is that 10,046 views of a business card, a digital card. Mm-hmm. You can't physically do that with a paper card. It's impossible. There's just not enough hours in the day. And like Tina said, you post it around, people will look at it. And this is what this gentleman happens to do. So that's where, you get the increase in your Google rankings.
Well, I know that it has been just a game changer in regards to how I move and operate my business, and even the professionalism that the card provides when you send your business card to them, this digital business card. It's just a way, like so many of my customers come in and say, wow, this is nice, and so it just makes it just easier for you to do business for number one, which I absolutely love. And it also, it has a good professional look. And so what we're going to do right now, we have a comment coming in. Monument Mom from YouTube said, hello. Hey, Monument Mom. And so what we're going to do right now is that I want you to see this amazing commercial, and we'll be back in a moment.
There is a better way to get you and your company in the hands of potential clients 24/7. This is IntelliCard, today's digital business card. It is the ultimate sales, branding, and marketing tool. With IntelliCard, all of your information is in one place, making it easier to share and recall. IntelliCard is different. You get all of this in a highly secure web-based solution designed to get you results. Call now or visit our website today to see how we can help you work smarter, not harder with IntelliCard.
All right, and we are back, and we have today our amazing special guest, which is Mr. Steve. Now, you know I'm finna mess this up. Poznanski.
Poznanski, you're close. That's okay. We're getting there.
I'm Southern.
We're getting there.
And so we're so happy to have him on today on Honeypot TV. As those of you who are just popping in, I am the host, Tina Jacobs Ramsay, and I know this is usually a female platform. However, if I'm bringing a man on, he has something that I know that you need to know, ladies, in order to not only grow, but empower you to greatness. Because let me tell you something. This card had did some amazing things and continuously doing some amazing things for me. That's why I said, you know what? You've been in my inbox like for the last couple months, and I am going to share this tool with you on today. I only use two tools. This is one of them. And so the next one will be shared with you a little bit later on. And so thank you for coming on. He is actually from IntelliCard USA. He has an amazing digital business card, which is totally revolutionizing the way that we do business, enabling you to be able to share, enabling you to be able to do a lot of things from the comfort of your home and have that professional branding look that you desire, that normally a small business cannot have because the price point is just way too much. But I'm happy to say that's not the case. And we're going to talk a little bit about that towards the end. But right now, we are about to talk about unlimited sharing and usage. So let's talk about how this card is doing this.
Okay, basically, if you think about it, when we say unlimited sharing, we mean unlimited sharing. Mm-hmm. Unlike a paper card where, you hand it out one time and that's it. God knows nobody's going to, maybe people like you that much, they're going to carry your card around for 3 or 4 days in your pocket, but I doubt it. So basically what we allow you to do is you could share it for, again, Tina, we'll talk about the cost later, but for the cost of the card, you can have unlimited sharing. It's a yearly fee, and you could share it 1 million times if you like. Other people can share your card. You could use it as much as you like. There are no limits to what you can do as far as sharing of the card and using the card. So again, the card's a living, breathing thing, and it's up 24/7. People will be sharing it while you sleep. Other people could share it. You could share it. Other people could use it to share, obviously. So, that's what we mean by the unlimited sharing and use.
Thank you. And now we're going to go to free changes and updates. Now, this, if anything else, this is one of the amazing benefits of having this amazing digital business card, for the simple fact of this little feature right here. If it didn't have all the other things, but this right here, how many of you, let me raise my hand, got a paper business card done and then you look at it? Now, you already went through and looked through and said, well, everything look okay. Then you get the card home and then you look at it when it gets to you and you be like, oh, I forgot to put .com. Oh, I put the wrong letter. Oh, I missed the letter. Oh, my phone number just changed for my business. I have a new email address. And you're stuck with those 5,000 or 100 business cards without all the correct information. Now, Steve, explain why this feature is so amazing about the free changes and updates.
I tell you, Tina, you're a hard act to follow. I mean, it's I can tell you the reason. There are a couple of things here. This is where we think we separate ourselves from anybody else. We could have sat there and said, all right, you want to change your card, we're going to allow you 2 changes a year for free, and then everything else is going to cost $25. But we don't believe in nickel and, at least I don't believe in nickel and diming people to make changes to help their business. So what we've done is we've basically created something that says, hey, you pay for a full year subscription. During that year, If you need to make changes, it doesn't cost you anything. It's free. All you do is email us and say, hey, I need to, like Tina said, you might have a phone number change. You might want to add a fax number. You might be moving your office. You might want to, add a new website or change some information. All you do is email us. We make the change. Then you refresh your card and the change will be there. The card will update through us. And everybody that has your card will also have the same change. So all it is basically an email to us saying, hey, we want to make a change. We're adding something. We're taking something off. And then we make that. And it's all done in under 10 minutes. Now, as far as updates are concerned, it's the same thing. Throughout the year, you might have some things that you may want to do. You might have some new business ventures that you may want to add in. I had it the other day where, as a matter of fact, I had it last night. A gentleman sent me a text message at 8:00 at night, which I don't mind, by the way. So if anybody wants to reach out at late at night, that's okay too. 8:00 at night, he asked me to, he just told me, hey, I switched solar companies. Can you please update my card? Now, think about that. He's changing companies. He's not just changing a phone number. He's not just updating it. This is like creating a whole brand new card. And, what we did was said, okay, just send us the information. We made the changes. We updated the logo. We changed the colors. We added the new website. We added the new buttons. And some people say, Steve, that's crazy. Why would you do that for free? Because we believe that it's not worth it to us to have to charge someone who's trying to grow their business an additional fee to do something that on our end is simple. Well, I don't want to oversimplify it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's work. But at the end of the day, it's, we'll get more customers giving away the free changes, the updates, and helping people in their lives and their business, especially now with everybody, struggling to help maintain what they have. And I just don't think it would be right. So there you go, Tina. I hope that answered that question.
Yes, you did amazing, Steve. And that's one feature because I actually got my business card and then I was like, you know what? I was like, can you add my other website to this? He was like, sure. And in a matter of me even talking to him on the phone, it was done before the phone call had ended and it was already updated. And everyone who has my business card, the previous one, they have the new updates. I didn't have to worry about it. And so I did not have to pay an additional fee. I have business cards sitting right on my desk, right over there right now, that some information needs to be updated. I'm stuck with those 500 cards
Right.
unless I give them out and then I have to do an explanation. Oh, this is the new website. Or you want to do something like mark through it and write on it. That don't look professional.
Right. I mean, how many times have you been stuck with the last paper card in your purse? Oh, well, this is the one I have. Now, by the way, I just want to let you know, Patricia Williams had a question that I'd like to answer. She asked two questions. One, who does the updates? We do the updates for you. We basically do all the heavy lifting for you. Second question is it an option for the individual to make their own changes? The answer to that question is no. And I'm going to explain why. Because since we do all the work, we really want to take all the burden off of anybody else to make the change. So, asking for a change, whether it's an email, a text message, whatever, is not really that difficult. Now, the reason why we don't let individuals do it is for security reasons. And we couldn't separate the two, unfortunately. So we have a lot of large corporations that use our technology. Imagine if somebody in the corporation who might not be the CEO, he might not be the CFO, or she might not be at the top level of the organization, and they decide one night, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to change all the information on my card to make it look I'm a higher level employee than I am. And then I go to the bank and get a loan because I can show my business card and how people are. They say, well, I'm not the accountant. I'm actually the chief financial officer. So again, we do all of that. Our product is the most secure product you'll find out there. No one's going to hack into your phone. No one's going to hack into our servers. We have government level, bank level security on our systems. So I hope that answers your question, Patricia.
Thank you, Steve. And we also have some more comments. Monument Mom said, yes, that's correct. Revisions need to happen all the time. That is so true, especially in a time where we need to watch every penny that we spend. Patricia said, awesome. You already answered this question, but I want to show it on the screen. Steve, he says, who does updates? You answered that. She said, is it an option for individuals to make their own changes? You already answered that. And she said, how long does an individual has to wait for the changes being done? You have millions of customers.
Well, I tell you, first of all, Patricia, I wish the second part of your question was true. Actually, it's under 10 minutes.
Under 10 minutes, Patricia. And I can validate what he said. Actually, I got mine done feel like less than 10 minutes. I had needed some tweaks, some updates to my business card. And before the conversation was over, it was done. It was updated. I was shocked. I was like, excuse me, you did this while we was talking and it's done. It was done. And so, like I tell you guys before, I do not endorse nor tell you about anything that I don't do. I don't think it's fair. Why should I tell you to go do this, that, and the third, or you should do this when I'm not willing to do it? I have been using this product. This has totally been revolutionizing my business on how it's enabling me to share my content, my information, my business in a professional way, and I don't have to leave my home to do it. I don't have to spend no gas. I don't have to get dressed. I can work in my pajamas, and everybody, they can share it. And so, and people, your business, your customers, they want to stay connected with you, especially in this era. So they can connect me with my Facebook, my YouTube, all of that. And any type of things that I want them to see, they can see it on my website. So it's just an amazing, amazing tool that I absolutely love. And we have another comment. Patricia says, it's coming because this is amazing.
And just to let you know about the changes, I mean, we have a group here in Tampa. I'm just not a lone wolf. I have people that, will do changes, during the day. Otherwise, I'd never get anything done. But, we get them done in under 10 minutes. Now, there have been times, and I'll be honest with you, and I don't mind. I think it's great. There have been times where I've gotten text messages, like I told you last night at 8:30, or I got one at 9:15 last night. I've gotten messages at 11 o'clock at night. And again, some people say, well, Steve, why do you even bother answering your phone? I don't. I just get a text message. My phone's on 24/7. Mm-hmm. And, Steve, it's, can you change this? Here's the link I want to add. My new monthly magazine's coming out. Here's the link. And I'll actually get out of bed and go do it. And then I'd get a message back saying, why'd you get out of bed and do it? It's just because that's the way I am. I can't wait till the next morning because, again, I don't know how important that change is to you and how quick you need it. Obviously, maybe you don't need it so quick at 11:30 at night, but at the end of the day, I just still do it. So we're good with those. That was a great question from Patricia. A couple of them actually.
They're amazing. He's modest, but I'm here to tell you this is one of the best businesses in regards to the turnover rate of getting your product. The time frame between you paying your money and you getting the product is crazy fast. And so that's another thing that I love. And the work and the look, everything, the professionalism, I absolutely love it. Like I said before, I was able to get more business through this business card. Didn't even have to say a word to a lot of these customers that I don't know where they came from, other than they got the business card that I placed on different social media platforms and within different groups on social media, and they saw it. It was able to explain. That's the thing I want to say. It was able to explain everything that is the essence of Tina and what I do with Heal the Honeypot. They was able to get a documentary of me by just clicking buttons. And after they was able to get all the information that they felt that was enough, they bought whatever they want to buy from me. And they never called me. And that has never happened before. Usually I have to have a conversation, but I have noticed I'm having less conversations and more purchases since I have been using this business card. So that's why I'm like, you guys, y'all need to pay attention. You need to don't never say I didn't tell you anything. All right. So we're going to talk a little bit about this free reporting and how it integrates with your CRM for all of our social media buffs. Our CRM.
Well, basically, and I know, Tina, I think you're going to throw up a couple of screens there after, but every month we supply you with a free report on the last night of the last day of the month. Usually it comes in right before midnight or maybe before. We'll actually send you a report that tells you exactly what your card has done the prior month. You know, how many times the card's been viewed, how many times the buttons were looked at. And then we'll also tell you by button what percentage those buttons were hit. And what that does for you is that gets to tell you that, hey, man, you know, some of this stuff is working. Some of these buttons aren't getting looked at. Maybe I need to update them. Maybe I need to make some changes. Maybe I need to call the button something else to make people go look at it. So we'll tell you by percentage what button was hit by percent and how many times that button was actually opened. And then the other thing we'll tell you, which is really important, is since we can't track a phone number, but you're going to be able to track it, because if it's somebody you don't know, you have to ask them for their phone number in order to share the card. And we'll kind of get, I don't know if we're going to get, I'm sure we'll get into the sharing, because you could share it by phone, you could share it by the quick response, the QR code. But the main thing is when you share the card via email, and this is a real key point for everybody who's listening, is that when you do business with someone, the thing you should say to them is, hey, look, do me a favor. Could you hit my forward to email button and share this with 5 of your friends? And when they do that, you'll see on the report that, you know, hey, Tina has Patricia's card. Tina shared it with these 5 people with their email addresses. And then you can see if those people shared it. What that does is it gives you the ability to do some reverse marketing and reintroduce yourself at the end of the month saying, hey, you know, Tina, I know, you know, Steve forwarded you my card. I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. See if you need anything, if I can help you. If not, just let me know if I can be of some assistance, and you're done. And if you're using a CRM system, you can actually download the report and upload it directly into whatever system you're doing to keep track of, you know, some of these names and some of the activity.
Amazing, making your life simple and easier. And at the end of the day, we need to work smarter, not harder. And if someone already have a tool that is doing this for you, why are you trying to reinvent the wheel? Doesn't make any type of sense to me. However, let me tell you, this card has been, like I keep saying, it has done some amazing things for me. And at the end of the month, it's good to help you to have the data so that you can know what is working. Because many times when we are doing our own social media marketing, speaking from a person who did not have social media marketing before, and I was just doing it, you don't know what's working. And so you get frustrated and tired trying to figure out, okay, do this post work? Is my website, is it appealing? How is this look? Well, on the card, everything that's on the card is going to let you know by percentage what is the most popular thing, what is working, what isn't working, how many forwards you had, and it helps you keep things in order and organized. And that's what I needed in my life, having a small business, organized and in order and making it simple. It's almost like having a little virtual assistant in the palm of your hands. And so this is the next point that I absolutely love, because being a person that before the pandemic, I was always at events and different things speaking, and everyone wants your business card, right? Well, guess what? If you're in a room and you don't know how many people is going to actually come to that event, and you come to the event maybe with 100, 300 cards, and it's 1,000 people there. I literally had people standing in line to get my business cards before I had this digital business card. I ran out. And it was like, I wanted your But see, if I would have had this back then, only thing I would say was take your phone out. I got a QR code here, scan it. Oh, I can text message it to you. You will never run out of your business cards again.
And this goes to the unlimited usage and the unlimited sharing part. And that's, that's a great point, is that you'll never run out of business cards. You'll never leave them at home. They'll never be in your other pair of pants or your purse or anywhere else, or because we always listen. It's true. I mean, we laugh about it. It's true. But what's the one thing that if we leave at home, we're going to go back and get, no matter how far from home we are? That's your telephone.
You know it.
Right? If you left your paper cards at home and you were 25 minutes from home, you're not turning around to get your paper cards. But if you left your phone at home, you're going home to get your phone. There's no doubt, because right now we don't leave anywhere. We don't do anything without our telephone. And that's the beauty of the card. The card is on your phone, and not only it's on your phone, but it's on the home screen of your phone as an icon that you could easily share. And Tina, you brought up a great point. Now, when you stand in front of a room full of 1,000 people, if that, God willing, comes to pass again at some point in time in our lives, which we know it will, sooner or later, it's going to happen. Yeah. Rather than have people stand in line and say, wait for your card or wait to meet you, one of the things you can do in your presentation is we'll create a short link for you, just like we did for, but we'll talk about later. But we can create a short link that you can get up in front of your presentation and say, hey, anybody right now, 1,000 people, go to tinyurl.com/whatever the name you want it to be. Imagine being able to stand up in front of 500 people and saying that, and say, go to your browser, hit this, open it up, and within 5 seconds, those 500 people have your digital card.
Yep. And so that's why I absolutely love it. And it also helps differentiate you from your competitors, because a lot of us are in network marketing companies selling the exact same product. But what makes you stand apart from the other individual within that same network of businesses or in different industries in general? What makes you stand apart from all the rest? And so that's another thing that I love about this business card, that if you're a network marketer, you can be able to have it customized to your logo and just house the button so that you can sell your product, whatever that is, or products. If you are part of multiple different businesses having different products from different businesses, you can have them on the card, and you'll be able to have whatever logo that you want to represent you and your business and your brand. But at the end of the day, we want things to be simple so that it'll make it easy for an individual to do business with you. If it's too complicated, we're going to be like, nope, I don't have time for that. But this is so simple, so user-friendly for you as the consumer buying the product. For you to use it, you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to take no course, go through no little templates in order to know how to use it. If you on Facebook right now, you savvy enough to use it, because guess what? It's just as simple as, even simpler, because you ain't even got to download it. It's even simpler. So if you can do anything like this, you're on IG, Facebook, YouTube, guess what? This is even simpler, because guess what, Steve? They're doing it for you. They're going to send you the link. Copy, paste. That's all I have to say. Copy, paste. And so right now, you guys, we are getting ready to take a small commercial break, and we'll be back in a moment. And we are back, and we have our amazing guest, Mr. Steve Poznanski. Woo, I got to get that name right. Lord Jesus, help me. But anyway, I say Steve, and he has this amazing, innovative digital business card tool that is helping to even the playing field. You know why I say that? Is because usually big corporations is the ones who can get something this amazing, because the price point is just way too much for a small business owner to be able to get. And if you will be able to get it, you're not able to maintain it in order to keep it, for a long period of time. But I'm happy to say that this this tool is not only something that you'll be able to keep, but it's something that you'll be able to use. And it does not matter what industry you are in, because I'm going to show you guys some things right now. You remember when Steve was talking about being able to have the analysis, the data, you'll know how your cards, I'm getting ready to show you some of my personal stuff up in here. So as you can see, this is one of my reports, and it shows exactly which buttons was pressed, what's the percentage, and this is what you will be getting at the end of the month as well. How many people view my card, how many links, hits I actually have for that month. And this is a representation of someone's card that has individuals who have actually forwarded the business card to their emails and different stuff like that. And we also have, just explaining a little bit more about getting these monthly reports. You'll get the numbers of your views, your shares, your forwards, your buttons used, and the add to contacts, and you have unlimited uses. This IntelliCard USA, it enables you to stay connected with all your social media platforms, allowing your customers and potential business partners to be able to connect with you. And we are back. For those of you who do not know who this gentleman is, let me reintroduce them, because I know some of you be some little late birds, and I tell y'all about that, but I ain't gonna go there today. For those of you who popping on, because I see a lot of you popping on, this is, yes, he's a man. And I know you usually see females, but he's somebody we need to listen to, ladies. He is our special guest, Mr. Steve Poznanski. He is the Chief Executive Officer of, he gonna pick at me after this.
You're getting better. It's getting better. It's okay.
IntelliCard USA. He has this, I call it revolutionary, because of what it does, and the price point is just amazing. We actually have a comment coming in. Gladys, she said, very nice. And thank you for all the comments as well. So what we're going to actually do right now, I'm going to show you, because sometimes you need to see what other entities and businesses are doing, so that you can be able to visualize whether or not this is actually usable for you as a business owner. And so,
hey, Tina, I hate to interrupt you, but I just want to go back to that report, because I know where you're headed now. But on your report,
let me show it to him. There we go.
No, the one before that.
Right here.
Right. If you look at Tina's report, that report is for 5 weeks. And her card, it's kind of small, but that looks like 1,150 times, right, Tina?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so her card was viewed 1,150 times in 5 weeks. And the reason why I asked Tina to go back is because that is physically impossible to do in today's world, whether it's COVID or pre-COVID or post-COVID, to have something viewed 1,150 times. Think how many people you actually have to meet face to face to be able to hand them 1,150 paper cards that will be triple of what this card's going to cost. And I know Tina's going to go into that later. So that's all I wanted to say, Tina. Thank you.
Oh, you are most welcome. Thank you for bringing that out, because they need to know the time frame and why that's so astronomical. And, most of us is not buying 1,000 business cards, because it gets pretty pricey after 500 cards. So who has this digital business card? Of course, you already know I have it, because I wouldn't be out here talking about it if I didn't have it, and how much it's helped me. And for those of you who do not know, that may be popping on, I am in the female wellness industry. And so, and one of my main products is a sanitary. And so you're like, whoa, this worked for her? Yes, it does. And one customer actually put up their QR code that you also get with your digital business card with Steve. They put it on their shirt. And some people even wrap their car with it. They put it on magnets on the side of their cars. So let's go and see some other businesses that is utilizing this digital business card. As you can see, this card is helping individuals in all industries. Here is Potter's Computer Systems. He actually fixed computers, electronic cell phones, and on the right, that is Next Step Solution LLC with life insurance. Here we have Blue Star Virtual Learning, which is an online learning for your children that you can actually check out. Amazing. And we have a nonprofit, which is called Support Her Boots, which is a nonprofit to support female veterans. And next we have Football Hall of Fame, Pro Football. They are actually using these business cards. And as you can see, I talked about health and wellness. We talked about computers, life insurance, nonprofits, online learning. And then we're talking about football, the NFL alumni. And look at here. The automotive industry is using this digital business card. Lexus and Toyota, Affleck, real estate industry is using it. Check this out. The news stations, photographers are using this. And listen, when you think no other business can use this business card, I'm getting ready to show you something that's probably going to blow your mind. Vodka, adult beverages are using this business card as well. And these are just some others that are using it. Of course, these are not all of them, but I just want to show you the gravity, and even the high school is actually using this business card. So I want you to see the gravity, the span of all these different types of businesses that are all utilizing this business card to maximize their exposure, to stay to be able to share their business with more people, or whatever they're doing, whether it's learning, female wellness, whatever the case may be. This card transitions or transcends over all areas of business. So you don't have to ask any question like, will it work for me? Can I really utilize this? I feel with a definitive yes, 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 and yes. It does not matter what you are doing. You can be a cartoon artist. You need this card. So it does not matter. And so that is what I wanted you to see, because I don't only tell you stuff, I give you proof in the pudding. And we also have another comment. She said, wow, awesome sauce. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Gladys. And so basically, that is what I want to talk with you all on today. But I also want to give a special thank you to you, Steve, for supporting our Heal the Honeypot Casa Family System fundraisers, because his company actually donated funds so that we can give pads away to them for absolutely free. As I tell you guys before, I do have a big heart, but my pockets is not as big as my heart. And so it takes amazing business owners like Steve and some of the other individuals that previously came on to contribute so that we can do more in order to help those in need. So thank you for that. And
our pleasure, Tina.
Yeah, I know. And I appreciate you coming on today, because this is a busy man. So if you want to come on Heal the Honeypot TV, this is our information right here. You can hit me up at info@healthehoneypot.com with a subject saying you want to come on the show, because I get a lot of emails. And if you want to support the Heal the Honeypot fundraising for Casa Family Systems, the only thing you have to do is go to healthehoneypot.com and you will be able to see all the information. Our deadline is August the 30th. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty, because we're getting ready to get up off of here. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. You're like, Tina, you done told me all this amazing this and all this stuff to do. Let's get down to the bottom line. How much is this? And so, Steve, we're going to talk about cost. So let's talk about the cost. Tell them how much this business card actually is. And it's going to blow your mind. So wait for
it. We should have had a little like a potluck dinner and say, okay, whoever can guess it gets a free card, but let's pass. The card itself is $99 a year. Yep, $99 a year. Right? You heard that right.
Plus, a year.
Plus, there's a one-time setup fee in the beginning, and that's $25. So the first year, it's going to cost you $124. Then after that, you have the option to renew at $99 if you choose to renew. We sit at about 93, 95% renewal rate, because once you start using the card, again, the cost benefit is overwhelming compared to, and again, we're not trying to replace paper cards, but we hope to, but we can add on and not have to have, people spending. I know Tina said she stopped keeping track of how much money she spent at 500 last year for paper cards. So, if you think about it, $99 a year plus a $25 setup fee, and that's just a one-time fee. And then that's the cost of the card. And going back to the card I showed you before, Tina, we talked about this before the show. His card's been viewed 10,046 times in a year and a half.
Wow.
And I think that came out to what? 18 cents a day?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
go ahead, Tina. I'm sorry.
And then the guy that you mentioned about having to get the updates and stuff like that pretty much changed his whole business.
That's right. And if you think about it, those costs by themselves could be, way more than $99 because you have to throw out the 500 cards you bought and you have to buy 500 new ones. And the way to look at it is that if it helps you in business, if it helps you market yourself, brand yourself, network, and it keeps you safe, okay, it's worth the $99 because if you use the card correctly, all right, and we're always here to answer questions, we're always here to help you. But if you use the card correctly, then you should get business from the card that will cover the cost of the card. Exactly. It might take one deal, it might take 5 deals. I'm not really sure, depending on the business you're in. Some people we have where honestly, in real estate, if it helps them get one deal, the card is paid for itself for the next 10 years, probably.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And for those of you who want to just jump on and get your card right now, you can get it with the link below. It's tinyurl.com/heal the honeypot. That's HEAL the honeypot.com. And so, you guys, like I said before, this has been something I only use 2 tools now, this business card and one other tool as well, in order to maximize my exposure and also keep it simple and user friendly for me. To be able to spend only $124 with the initial and $99 a year. Think about this. You don't have to find a place to house the business cards, and you don't have to do all the different things that we normally have to do, like wait for the shipping, wait for it to get here. Oh, maybe the shipping is delayed. No, everything is digital, and we're living in a digital era in which we need to learn how to pivot. Many people say, well, Tina, how did you manage to do this, that during this time? I had to learn how to adjust, and I had to learn how to pivot. And that's why I'm sharing these jewels with you, so that you can learn how to pivot and so that you can learn how to adjust what you're doing in order to get your business out to more people. Because at the end of the day, that's all that we want to do, share our mission, purpose, and vision with as many people as possible. So right now, we're going to take a short commercial break, and we will be right back.
On this journey, I found myself on the road through personal pain and discovery. I found out that there were so many women and young girls who suffered just like me due to having a lack of information about our bodies. I knew then that it was up to me to help and share what I know. So I traveled on the road that has many ups and downs in order to empower and inform young girls that there is a better way. And I'm yet on this road again, which is very uncertain, but there are many bright moments along the way, with inspiring the next young generation of ladies to take control of their bodies, health, and minds. On this road, I find myself moved with compassion and empathy for the moms who just don't know. That's why I go to many places, near and far, to inspire, to educate, to empower the next generation of women and young girls to take complete control of our minds, our bodies, and our health.
And we are back. And so I want to thank everyone for tuning in today on Heal the Honeypot TV. And a special thank you to Steve for hopping on, giving us some of your time, explaining to us about your innovative tool, this digital business card that I feel that every business owner should invest in themselves and invest in their business to have. And I want to personally thank you for doing this, because I have really saw so many amazing benefits and growth in such a short period of time with using this digital business card. That's why I wanted to have you on, and that's why I want to share this with my audience, because they're always in my inbox asking me, how do you do this? Where do you do that? Well, guess what? I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. So thank you for coming on, Steve.
Tina, thank you for having me. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. You're a great woman to do business with. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm happy to have met you.
Oh, me too. I feel the exact same way. So with all that being said, everyone, for those of you who are just popping on, because I see you. But those of you who are just popping on, no, we are not going to recap. You're going to have to watch the replay, because you are indeed in for a treat. And I'm going to pop up the information again so that you can see how you can get this digital business card. For everyone who would like to get this, you need to use this URL right here. And for those of you who may miss it, you know how you can get in contact with me through my digital business card in the description of this video. So if you forget how to get in contact with me, click the digital business card and you can call me straight from the phone, from the call. Like, go up there, you know what to do. Go up. All right, on that note, I want to make you smile. We have one last comment for us on today, and this is Glad. She said, thanks, Steve. We really appreciate you.
My pleasure, Gladys. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
All right. So I will talk to you guys later. And again, Steve, thank you for everything that you are doing for small business owners. You're doing it for a big corporation too, but you did forget about the little woman and the little guy.
Never.
So thank you.
Never.
So thank you for helping us with that. And also thank you for supporting our Heal the Honeypot fundraiser, helping women and girls in need. On that note, I will see you guys next Friday to invite someone else on that you need to see within the community that's doing some amazing things in regards to health and wellness. Who is going to be? Stay tuned. Friday, 5:30 Eastern Time. PM, not AM. I'm not getting up 5:30 AM. 5:30 PM. Talk to you later. Bye.